Hey, net surfers! What's going on with y'all tonight? It's Mihai coming at you live, alive, and fully digitized from all across the internet. We're going viral tonight. What's up, y'all? How you been? Y'all good? Y'all Gucci? Life good? Y'all starting your weekend on a happy note? Have y'all listened to the hit new single Bleed You Dry? Featuring Paranoid DJ, featuring Chi-Chi, featuring all sorts of awesome people, and a certain bratty batty himself, Dre. But it's good to see y'all tonight. I appreciate y'all popping by. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna chill for a little bit. Maybe check out the new demo for Enhance's latest awesome, just audio-visual experience, Lumines, which is only going to be out for a few days, so it's like, ooh, we need to jump in and check out a little bit of this. Might do that. Might vibe for a little bit. But yeah, we got the Pookies in here. Pookie! What are words? What are words? That is a question for the ages. What are words? Do any of us know what words are? Do words exist? Are words important to our existence, or are words just concepts of the theater of the mind trying to express what goes on in that vast abyss inside that meat control room that is the brain? I don't know. Do y'all know? Maybe we all know. It's really deep. Makes you think, man. It's like the thoughts that someone would get up to after they've had some oregano or something like that. I don't know. Good night, Bethany. I apologize. I know, always catching you really late, but thank you for popping in for a quick second. So, always appreciate it. It is always good to see y'all. I just want y'all to enjoy and have fun. And we can, light up the night or something like that. Back from the hell of ads, Mabe. How dare you have ads? In fact, you know what? Catalyst, because you were dealing with ads, you get first uppies. Yes, there you go. How dare you watch the ads? How dare you get involved with the ads? How dare you have the ads happen? Oh my god. Ads. Yeet! Which, of course, thank you very much for supporting the stream. But yes. The Tim Shop! Oh, wow. I always want to go to Tim Shop. Tim go to colleague. Talk to hot boys, and then Tim get boyfriendo. Would I be a good boyfriendo for Temmie? Do you think, assuming of course, Temmie is of course 18, is of course over 18. What do you think of that pairing? How do you think it would play out? Do we get good vibes? I don't know. Do I have too many muscles for Tim? Try you. Porque try you. How am I trying you? Try before you buy? I don't know. What are we trying right now? Murder. Yes. Murder is fun. Oh. Azrael. Hey, thank you, Azrael. Yeah. Hey, yeah. I said, hey. What's going on? Thank you very much for sharing the love. I appreciate you tonight. And everyone, I hope you enjoy your subs. Gonna be looking at getting some new emotes soon. So, yes, Amethyst doesn't look happy. A little lore. I was gonna say, shut up in the Zetaplex. Let everyone see the lore. The song you were thinking of, I forgot Chi-Chi did the Alice Tango. Oh, man, I need to go back and listen to that. Chi-Chi is an awesome artist, and hearing her as the voice for Sulfira, just chef's kiss. So much respect. Just great performances all around. And yet, Daisy Dukes. I forget. I think it was Zoe who said it, but Daisy Dukes, I grabbed you by accident, so here you go. You get uppies. You get to fly to go to Kaleg. Yeet! Hey, Twyla. What's going on? Faye! Faye! Oh my god! Oh my god, Faye! Yeah! Hey, yeah! I said hey! What's going on? Hype train level 3. Oh god. We're right off the bat, this train is leaving. We on the drain train. We hopping off the drain train and we going on to the hype train! Oh, and making it rain! Oh, ow. Okay, ow, pain, ow. Sorry, guys. You know what? Hey, thank you. Making it hail, rather. Okay. Thanks, fam. Ow. Just a little concussion. Does the body good. Woo! Thank you so much. There you go, Zoe. Yes. There you are. You get to go for a little flight. Yeet. Your turn for uppies. Okay, you want uppies too? I can do uppies. Where are you, Bella? I'll get uppies for you. I will get your uppies in there. I will get your uppies, Bella. And then also, gotta move on to Azrael and Faye for making it hail. They making... What? Another one! Faye! Oh my god! Oh my god! Thank you, Faye! I said hey! Woo! What's going on? You get to dance in the sky for that one. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Wow, making it rain. Thank you so much. Nibella, yes, you may also grab the horn. Wanted even numbers. I know, we made it past the funny number, so now we're trying to work. Oh my god! Nibella! Yes! Yeah! I said hey! What's going on? Anyway, there you are. Level 4. Oh my god. And Azrael! Guys, oh my god. Well, shucks. I appreciate y'all. Keeping the lights on here. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy. God. Man, okay. There will be some new emotes coming as soon as Mihai 2.0 is on the way. I'm getting ready for the new look. My adopted VTuber mama, she is working some magic. Oh, it's gonna look good. It's gonna look colorful. She's done some good stuff. The power of hype train and subs, it fills you with determination. Oh, all the unnecessary additional physics. Oh, hello, Azrael. Thank you very much. Making it rain again. Sorry, Nibello, you're getting pelted right now up here. You know what? I'll save you from being pelted. Hopefully you've gotten enough horn petting by now. Yeet! Who is next? Who would I get next? Caitlin. I think you... Thank you! I know, I gotta go digging through the coins to get you guys. Caitlin, there you are. That is Purple Survivor. That is Caitlin. There you are. Hello, Caitlin. Please, uppies. Yes, I can definitely do uppies. All the uppies. Get the uppies. Everyone gets to enjoy uppies. Just all line up for the uppies. I'm happy to entertain y'all with the uppies. Oh my god. All good. Now, we're doing just a little bit of a late night chill stream. So, we're gonna goof around. We're gonna laugh a little bit. Again, I might break out Lumines in a little bit, which is just, gorgeous, gorgeous game. Who dropped a bomb? Someone set up us the bomb. We get signal. Yeet! I can sneak you in there, Purple Survivor. Where you be? There you are. Actually, yes, you are there. Davina, hello there. I know, getting to see all your names in there where it's... And, well, good day to you, Carmen. Actually, I was seeing another Aussie go live not too long ago, who's someone who I like to listen into for late night for me. But, yeah, I like listening to a lot of the VTubers out of Australia. They do some fun stuff. Of course, I always have to flip my screen because they're upside down when I watch. Who's my favorite VA? I'm gonna be real. Mine, unfortunately, are now just a memory now. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I've got a few. So one of my favorites who's still around is Shirley Milner, who is the voice actress for Hexadecimal in Reboot. Yeet! And she was an awesome performer, just embodied insanity, but in a sexy manner. She was a lot of fun to listen to. Tony Jay, who played roles such as Claude Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, where he just had this menacing quality to everything that he performed. Do you understand? Who's my favorite mod? It's KK. You know that, Diamond. And also Long John Baldry, who was the first voice of Dr. Robotnik in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. He was just... He hammed everything up so well. And just so many bits of his were immortalized on the internet. Like every time you've heard, "Snooping as usual, I see," that's Long John Baldry. All those "Pingus! Pingus! Pingus! Why? Why?" That's all him. Such a goober. And Vincent Price, who was more of a theater actor. Well, more of a film actor, I should say. But... yes, Azrael, let me get you before I will carry you up through the mountains. Here you go. In fact, you get to be around some other mountains. They're not very high mountains, but they got some texture to them. They got some lift. Yes, all the uppies. I will get you 2 cheese ducks. I'll sneak you in there. And even on the horns. You're welcome. Thank you for making it hail. We get a golden hailstorm, everyone. Not a golden shower tonight, a golden hailstorm. Amazing. Yay! Tuxel, of course. Cheese ducks and Tuxel. Let me get you cheese ducks. You get uppies. You get to go around the world. Around the world, around the world, around the world, around the world. Boom, 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 yay! Barry live by, but doesn't it feel good? I think that's our first level 4. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. I need to fix the sub goal because I'm not sure if that actually worked right, but thank y'all because, we just went higher and higher. Straight up we'll climb. Tuxel, let me look for you, little fox spirit, little fox Tuxel. Foxel. Where you be, there you be. Whoa! Speaking of hailstorms, oh, who doesn't love a good golden hailstorm? Woo! Thanks, fam. Yeah, I didn't realize he was that tall. I mean, Long John Baldry was quite an accomplished performer, where he was a musician, he was a voice actor, also was the voice of the Crimson Binome from Reboot. He did a lot of stuff in the 90s. Really fun stuff. Uppies, throw you to the moon so you can sleep. Indeed. Tuxel, fly! You are now a flying fox. There are videos of you eating fruit looking delicious. No, eating fruit looking cute. Eating fruit that is delicious looking cute. There you go. Flying fox. And more! Thank you, Azrael. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, it hurts so good. Thanks, fam. Silly monkey, yes. I will get you. That is Zipline Polar. There you are, silly monkey. Yes, I will send you straight to the moon. To the moon! Say hi to the man in the moon for me. Or Bowser, he might still be crying up there. Got his heart broken, poor boyo. My favorite Minor Demons character, well, I am a little biased, I will say. I'm just a little biased. And no, Caitlin, he may not have any of it. But... Oh, merci, Tuxel! No, we appreciate... We appreciate gold. Here, we got good people who can enjoy gold. I will say, I'm more of a silver guy. Silver and titanium, personally. But you know what? Who doesn't love a little gold in life? Solid gold. Solid gold. It's gold. Trying to redeem insecurity? Well, I mean, hold off. I haven't let my tits loose on y'all yet. So, take it easy. What's Up by 4 Non-Blondes. Yep, that is the original. And then as it was covered by Slack Circus as Fabulous Secret Powers. Which, golly, Diamond is bombing me. Okay. Well, then I know what we'll have to do. Oh, DM. Why don't you have some gifts? Everyone can have some gifts. You get a bomb, you get a bomb, you get a bomb. Everyone gets a bomb. We have fun around here. All the fun of being a sussy baka. Y'all get to fly away. Y'all get upsies. Uppies? Certainly, you also can get uppies. You get to fly around the world. Fly away. So, favorite character who I am not biased towards is Ash. Yeet! So I'm afraid that Sweet Boy isn't around for me to take that request. But, you know, some things might slip out. We'll see how it goes. He's off enjoying some pizza right now. He's chowing down. He's living a happier life nowadays. No DM uppies? Oh, I do apologize. Actually, I am remiss. My bad, man. I am sorry. Right on the mod spot. Here you go. You get the mod perch. DM is the conscience on my shoulder. He is the one who's like, boss man, you sure you're gonna do this? Hey, bro, you sure you want to say that? You sure you want to do that? You sure when you want to start that bit? And my answer is usually, yes. Yeet. Bomb them all. Indeed, we go full Wario, just dropping bombs everywhere. Do the thing! Wrong thing! Just enjoying a little Java tonight. Made myself a nice cup of Java 17. Not a bad roast. It's satisfying. After my first cup ended up getting botched as I was, making some Java on my espresso machine, and then all of a sudden just knock the portafilter out, just pours all the coffee grounds on the counter. And I'm just going, oh man, heck. Y'all should listen. Listen indeed. Yes, I hope y'all listen to some bars that dropped recently. A certain Bleed You Dry. Oh, which I might have doubled up. Let me make sure. Oop, I don't know. Why did that go twice? I don't know that one twice, but it works. I think I know why. Probably because I toggled it in both chats. Got backhanded in the face today. Well, that's rude. That is very rude. I mean, being backhanded in the face, definitely not a very polite experience. I did, yes. So I am set. Spotify. I need to make sure. Actually, yeah, I do need to make sure my Spotify for artists is set up. Let's see if I got that. Get access. Artist. Let me see. I might have to fix that up. Yeah, I gotta double check that. So thank you for reminding me, because there's like 9 million things I always need to do at a given time. So many things I gotta process when I'm just surfing across the net, and every now and then I'm just like, crap, I forgot one thing. Heck. So it goes. But, we still try to enjoy as much as we can along the way. Let's see. Why am I hearing a repeat? Oh, that's why, because I'm probably not. I'm hearing a repeat of myself coming from somewhere and going, which stream? There we are. too many live pages because I'll be just listening to different. I'll be listening to different people. Usually we do Gray with an A. E is usually, when you see E, that's usually British. So that. Let me even see right now. Trying to get something. Wait, Silly Monk. Okay, let me get you Silly Monk. Yeah, hold on. Who was it that I did send into orbit? Because I definitely sent someone. Silly Monkey, did I not get you? Did I get the wrong person? Okay, my bad. My bad. I think I grabbed the wrong person and sent them to the moon instead. So I hope that you get some good sleep. Rest well, Net Surfer. To the moon with ye. Nice, calm stream. That's what I aim for. I want y'all to just enjoy stuff. To feel peace, relaxation. Let's see. Edit. I'm trying to see something right now because I'm going, wait, I can't change some info, so I might even need to create a separate account. What do I need to do this? My display name and username. Cannot change it. Your display name. You can't use your display name. Do you do that? Profile, edit the details. How do you do that? Let's take a look. This is definitely missing information. I don't like that. Well, you know what? We'll create a new account. That's what you do. You create a new account. Mihai at mihaizetta.com. It's already linked to an existing account. Interesting. What did I do? I think I know what I did. Email isn't linked to a Spotify account. Okay, none the heck. Interesting. Okay, what the heck? Can I find out what's going on so I can actually log into my account? Oh my god, what has happened? Well, let's see if I can recover a password. Let's see if I can fix that. Oh well, I might goof around with that later. Private game rooms in Lumines, would it be down to have them? Ooh, okay. 70 alternative accounts, not quite that many. Not quite that many. The different forms that I'll use to kind of sneak around the internet. Because sometimes you just want to get around anonymously. You don't want to have to worry about... Just one little privacy. One little privacy on the internet. Let's see. There we go. Not linked to a Spotify account, but it is linked to a Spotify account. What the heck? Hello, Kiana. Right now I'm just trying to see something because I realized for some reason I'm not able to log into a certain Spotify thing. Oh well. Y'all can hear me as I'm just fumbling around for a second going, I should be able to get this working, but why is it not working? Spotify, why you gotta be like this? This is why I end up using YouTube Music. Because you cause me headaches. Let's see. Oh well, I might just have to troubleshoot that later. Interesting. Oh well, I'll troubleshoot that later. Not too urgent right now. But yeah, it's interesting the kind of services you can use with things like that. This isn't linked. Try to link. Shows a connection. Just says I don't have the Gmail option. So blah, 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 blah. Spotify fixed the issue. course, it's funny when they say, oh, message us if you're having trouble contacting us about something, but they make you log into an account that you cannot access. So, I guess I'll just have to troubleshoot that. Oh well. I hate when you have some services where they just botch up all kinds of logins. Let's see. Let's try that one. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh well. Definitely will troubleshoot that later. Remove access. Yeah. So much bombing. And there's certainly enough controversy and things to be said about Google products. But at least YouTube Music, I go, no, it does just work in that case. Yes, it was a mess when it started. I still need them to get some of their just crap in gear with how libraries work, but it's better. Probably has a nightmare of an API to get working right, so what do you do? But let's see. Edit login methods. I think that might be it. Interesting. So I can't. What is going on with that? Okay, I'll deal with that later. Not urgent. But so I'm curious. Y'all been listening to any other good music lately? I know Bleed Your Dry is a lot of fun. Is an absolute hit with Paranoid DJ and Chi-Chi being the heavy hitters, just making magic happen. Oh, good boy? I'm a good boy? I get to be a good boy? I get to be a good boy. Good boy, please. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Mar, hello. Would you like to be bled dry? Children of the night who've gathered in this place, come heed your master's call this eve, your bloodlust we embrace. So as the skies run black, something, I forget the lyrics, but either way, we'll bleed you dry. Yay! Do I watch Bluey? It's been a minute, but Bluey, man, Australia really tapped into something where everyone unironically loves Bluey. It is one of the best aimed at kids, but identifiable with all ages animation that I can think of in recent years. Bluey, it has good writing, and it doesn't treat its audience like they're stupid. So you get to look at things involving Bluey, involving Bingo. It's not like Peppa Pig where, oh, let's be brats and cry about everything, and that's how Peppa Pig got her way. George decided to commit mass genocide because he dropped his ice lolly on the ground. Bluey just has likable characters and good plots and funny lines, like hearing people all of a sudden adopt the phrase, have a bushwee. And it was funny, especially, after the Fire Nation attacked a few years ago, where all of a sudden, kids are starting to talk like Bluey. Well, let me adjust that. All of a sudden, kids are starting to talk like they're in Bluey because they've just been listening to Australian all the time. Dreadful imitation of an accent. I'd send y'all off to Crocker Envy if we want Aussies right now. But, let's be real. Peppa Pig is a terrible, terrible show for teaching kids lessons. It really comes down to Peppa and George were being absolute brats. They decided to cry, and then Mummy and Daddy Pig decided to give them everything they wanted. The narrator wanted to bang his head against a wall because he got tired of narrating Peppa Pig. And George, who is an absolute hellspawn. I have some hot takes on how to make effective. Really? Daniel Tiger. The The loving child created by Mr. Rogers. Oof. I'll say it's a little bit dreadful. I'd like to try to work on it a little bit. Then, you always listen to whatever references and how there's certain Aussie accents where you try to figure out the vowels and how they all sound. So, it's definitely a general sort of one. And if you ever get in that kind of Aussie where you get all that nar kind of speech, that's one of those, that's a vowel shift that'll always throw me off, where all those O's that turn into that R sound. Oh, gummy goo. Well, good day, miss. Hope you're doing well today. Just here with me boys trying to get myself a truck full of syrup. The dad was... So Daniel Tiger was actually one of Mr. Rogers' characters in the Land of Make-Believe. And the dad, I'm not sure about the dad. He might have been... Daniel Tiger, I don't think his family was ever shown in Mr. Rogers. Narclar. There we go. Oh, Caillou. Let's not talk about Caillou. Caillou is just screaming and brattiness. Caillou is another one of those terrible shows that should not... I don't get it. Everything about Caillou... This kid's just being a brat. That's not the... There's some interesting psychology and philosophy that goes into making young children's entertainment. And where you look at things in Mr. Rogers, where you go, you want to create something that is inspirational, that is just not too stimulating, but will challenge kids to learn and be interested in things. And hopefully be inspired that, they'll be good people in life. They'll want to try things. They'll want to create. That's a fascinating thing about early young audience entertainment. A theory about Caillou. Is it the one where he's apparently got incurable cancer? Because I have heard that about Caillou. Which... There's some other funny stuff. I was gonna say, SpongeBob used to be good. Oh my! And then SpongeBob became "Start digging in your butt, twin," which then just became unironically hilarious. And I'll say it's also hard because you get certain shows that have existed over... What? Mr. Krabs! Start digging in your butt, twin. So, when I watch stuff, I am all about animation. For me, my life just exists in an animated world. Maybe it's, of course, being a digital soul myself, but I just love to see things illustrated and animated. I don't like to see things that are depicted with meat. Unless they're cooking shows. But there's just something beautiful about all the magic and infinite possibilities of animation. So that's what I tend to enjoy. Or I do lean into a lot of just YouTube entertainment and commentary and stuff that looks at other things I like. So I tend to play more video games than stuff I watch. Take some breaths, my guy, eh? But yeah, that's kind of my take, and I bounce around a lot, so it's even hard to say where I go. I'm not entirely sure I could cite a favorite thing that I've watched recently. Imagine the guys watching Bluey and they're learning something. Child show. Oh, that is a good question, Shiro. So, I've got a few in particular. And childhood, I'll say if it is... Errol, hold off. I haven't activated my tits yet. Chill. I promise I'll let y'all have some fun, but I just haven't started yet. So, if it's a childhood show, it really depends on what era. Like I'll say, back when I was a wee little digital sprite, for me it was either Thomas and Friends, which was at the time Shining Time Station, framed with everything framed around it, or Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? And to me, those two were peak. Favorite childhood show after that moved on to a lot of Nickelodeon stuff. So Rocko's Modern Life, to me, was peak. Excuse me, one moment. One second. Oops, did not mean to do that. I apologize, Hatchet. That was not intentional. That is not for you. Hold up. Unfortunately, chat's moving a little fast right now. So, yes. I apologize for that. But, favorite show, a lot of Carmen Sandiego. Carmen Sandiego was one of my first crushes. Absolutely. Hello, Miss G. What's going on? How you be? All good? Life's good? And a lot of... I'd say, though, and the other one is Reboot, which I have just loved Reboot as an animation. The first ever computer animation. And, let's see. Focusing on a few things right now. 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Nice. Nice. Not inviting us? Oh, yes, I know all y'all Pookies loving Repo. Nice. Nice. Very nice. I was gonna say, because 2012, that was not when Rise started. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was later, right? Correct? Oh yes, and also, let me just see something right now. Checking one more thing. Okay, Rise was 2018. I'm trying to remember the 2012 one. Huh. Okay. Got it. Si, senor. Having a VHS, yep. Well, here's some of the interesting things. Now, I will say, when you're looking at childhood writing, the Reverend W. Audrey, and hello, Wizardly Chipmunk. How you doing? Right now, we're just talking kids' entertainment. We're talking classics. The Reverend W. Audrey and Roald Dahl. The stuff. Ooh, you got some battery acid. I heated up a little bit and mixed it with some of my Java, so... Cheers to you, Miss G. Na zdrowie. Clink. Little delicious battery acid in Java. Reverend W. Audrey and it's Reverend W. Audrey, Roald Dahl, and C.S. Lewis. I'd say those were three of my favorite authors growing up. And Roald Dahl in particular, with him writing Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, just a book that stuck with me for years and is still one of my favorite early books of all time. And just the Reverend W. Audrey, the thing that, when he wrote stories about sentient locomotives on a fictional island off the coast of the UK for his son, Christopher, when he was sick, Christopher Audrey. The stories that he told, in many cases, were based in actual history. So they were about things that happened either in Britain, maybe abroad, but had circumstances that he was able to take them and make them into something original and craft characters where each one of them had something defining them. and how there are characters that you look at over the course of the stories starting in the 1920s when he first told them in the 1940s, who over the course of 100 years, you would watch them grow and see what started in stories based on a lot of railwayman's tales, then looked at modernization. How do steam engines, obsolete technology, handle the threat of dieselization that is taking over their entire purpose? And it's something that it really becomes a historic piece that you can look at what has been done with these stories, and just when it's not only an adventure, when it's not only fantasy, but there's real history mixed into it, and very real personalities where you can see the flaws and the learning experiences, and even a character once the pride of the line, the glory of Sodor, pulling the express, become a fatigued but patient old man who at least feels the peace to know you've always got a place in a world where you're cared about, you have value. You end up, there's a spirit that will never die because for whatever reason, especially steam technology, and this crosses over at even steampunk, is there's almost a magic that powers the tech. Who's doing the likes and emojis? I don't know, actually, but I appreciate y'all doing the likes and the emojis. Toby, yes. So that's one of those fun things, is when you look at a story like that, and it's based on a real event, or The Flying Kipper is based on an actual crash, or Runaway Engine, and especially a lot of the oldest stories, where these are these tales that actually happened in real life, in one form or in a form. Good night, Caitlin. Get some rest. May your dreams be pleasant, and may you find some beautiful memories. We will rock you, Catalyst. Songs from Queen. I'll say Bohemian Rhapsody is a classic, but I think of my favorite Queen song of all time is I Want to Break Free. That is absolute peak, hilarious music video, and it's just fun. Ah, yes, there's the Battle Royale. And one thing that I also think is fun, especially, looking at children's entertainment and knowing when this series was turned into, Thomas and Friends, the show. And the work, Britt Allcroft, I'd say one of the greatest producers in youth entertainment. And she recently passed, but man, for a woman, she mortgaged her house to make this a reality. And funding things using real model sets and to try and tell this story around the world. It's remarkable what she did, that it's now going on 40 years of being in the zeitgeist beyond the stories. So, dreaming of Husbando.exe, oh, well, may you have very satisfying dreams. Happy, peaceful, passionate. Boom! Withered Kids. Congratulations on your win. What was I going to say about that? Something about Britt Allcroft and... What was I going to say? I don't even remember. Talking about Queen as well. Want to Break Free Until You was Death on Two Legs. So you like Death on Two Legs, eh? Interesting. Okay. David, yes. That's what I was meaning to say. Also working on Thunderbirds. One of the things about all of the themes that were created for each character, listen, it's an interesting way that they would introduce kids to music, because as you listen, especially with the earliest engines, Edward Henry Gordon. Edward, you have a very distinct 2-beat rhythm. Henry in a waltz. And Gordon, of course, in quarter time, which was said to be reminiscent also of a Gresley, what's the word I'm looking for? A Gresley conjugated valve gear on his A1s. So there's a lot of things that was put into the music that is quite brilliant when you listen to it. And that's what I think is a fun thing. Similar to how Toby Fox handles things with Undertale and Deltarune. It's really, music will transform things far beyond just the original material. And it's cool stuff. I never had a chance to see the Thunderbirds, regrettably. So. Yeah, you know, I'll be honest. Another one bites the dust, and We Will Rock You. They're not my personal favorites, but I also like things that are a little bit gentler in their sound or more theatrical. So in that case, for some reason, they got a little too I felt like they weren't songs that really went anywhere. Under Pressure. Under pressure, pushing down on me, pushing down on you. Under pressure. Oh, David Bowie, now there's an icon, man. Freddie Mercury and David Bowie. God, what an absolute glamorous pair. Oh! May those absolute magicians rest in peace. Although I'll say with David Bowie, I am very biased. Favorite comfort food? Ooh. Favorite comfort food. You know, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Chocolate milk. A nice, thick glass of chocolate milk. Sancocho. What is sancocho? I am not familiar. Which makes sense, considering they literally made a villain who was stylized to look like David Bowie. David Bowie, I forget what's his name. Lightning Strikes Again. Klaus Nomi, another one of the ones, and Iggy Pop. So how they made a villain trio based off of famous musicians. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks... what are the lyrics for that one? Starman, it's been a minute. Starman is beautiful, but I forget it right now. Oh, God. I can't believe I'm forgetting that. All right, let's get this right. Let me make sure I get this right. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he's blow out minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all unworthwhile. And he told me, let the children lose it. Let the children use it. Let all the children boogie. But if you really want to get peak Bowie, there's such a sad love deep in your eyes, a kind of pale dew, open and closed within your eyes. I'll place the sky within your eyes. There's such a cruel heart beating so fast in search of new dreams. A love that can last within your heart. I'll place the moon within your heart. As the pain sweeps through, makes no sense for you. Every thrill is gone, wasn't too much fun at all. But I'll be there for you as the world falls down, falling in love. Mornings of gold and spin you Valentine evenings. 'Cause we're strangers to love. We're choosing our path between the skies. Ah, yes. And of course, dance magic. 80s as heck, and man, I love Labyrinth. Labyrinth, and good night, Arrow. Get some rest. Garth Brooks, I'm bringing in some country in here. Ooh, all right. Now there's a different flavor we could be going with. I don't know. I was gonna say country. Country's a whole nother thing unto itself. There is some stuff you can get out of country. I'll say also country is very good for the baritones, because at least they're like, oh, man, we know some of y'all. You're not able to sing like an emo singer anymore, but hey, we got a whole range of things for you gentlemen out there. Oh, Johnny Cash, the original Man in Black. What an absolute legend. Counterpoint Eurobeat going the other direction. I do appreciate a little bit of country every now and then, you know. When I took off to Tennessee, I heard that you made fun of me. Never imagined I'd make it this far. Then you married into money, girl, ate in a cruel and funny world. He took your dreams and he tore them apart. He never comes home and you're always alone, and your kids hear you cry down the hall. Alarm clock starts ringing, who could that be singing? It's me, baby, with your wake-up call. How do you like me now? How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way, you still think I'm crazy standing here today? I could have made you love me, but always dreamed about living in your radio. How do you like me now? That's the fun thing about music. Even if it's a genre you don't normally go to, there's something you'll find. Like Hurt by Johnny Cash, originally performed by Trent Reznor. Johnny Cash taking a Trent Reznor song and adding an element of absolute pain and heart that is so transformative.
Mihai, get the banana.
Ow.
Potassium.
So delicious. Getting it. Oh man, I don't know if I could sing Hurt. My queen. You are loved and appreciated, Roxy. We love you. Oh no. Uh-oh. Non-lyrical song? Yes, absolutely. No, original music is very much appreciated and very much welcome. Creative Showcase is anything that is original. Even inspired fan works. Create something, everything as long as it's got something creative, which, you know, does exclude generative AI. That is the one thing, because that is not creative. That is not a creative color. But other creation, please post. Congratulations on your download, Emi Shuki. Make sure to run as administrator and get full access to your firewall. But I especially love 80s flair. Oh, instruments. Oh, yes. Very on. Mar, are you representing my brands? Oh. AI is not a creative color. Take that. Ring of Fire. I fell down, down, down to a burning ring of fire. Oh man, I need to listen back to that. Yeah, AI is not art. There are, yes, and admittedly there are tools where you can use certain algorithms for, like, in-between frames, where there are tools that you can use just as how CG is used for certain forms of animation. Yeah, Johnny Cash has got a lot of classics, and man. Thank you very much for that. It is rich in moisture, baby Zoda. Thanks, fam. I mean, did you? I don't know if I saw your insecure. I didn't you hit me with insecurity? I got pelted with insecurity. I saw my queen, so you might have just missed it. But I definitely remember getting hit by. I definitely saw my queen, our queen. We simp, we stand, we let her know she is appreciated.
Get the banana. Oh, potassium.
Oh, I will never suffer from potassium deficiency. Some jokes just keep going. Hello, Mr. Snuggles. Come on in. Welcome. How you be? Come on in. Chill for a little bit. That was actually making me think of some other colleagues who were streaming tonight and doing some other stuff since an event that I know he had performed at back in June. But I'm ending up on a tangent. Ooh, Journey. Yes, no, Journey is harder. What'd you do? What is it? I mean, I believe you did. You used insecurity. Like, I know Roxy was here in the PC. You might have just missed it. Oh, wheels in the sky. I don't know the lyrics well to Journey, a lot of Journey stuff. And it's also hard because given that the singer is up there, it is a little harder to be able to perform Journey stuff. Because you gotta have some good tenor pipes. You can try. I mean, like, just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Like, that's high up there. So you gotta have a lot of really good support to stay in that range. And I'll say also, for one of my favorite bands, Van Halen. Oh! Van Halen, especially Sammy Hagar. But Sammy Hagar has similarly got that range where he's just up there. Where it's just, we'll get higher and higher, straight up we'll climb. Which, that I can only do in head voice. Because it's just, he blasts that out. Ooh. But, you know, at least there's some other stuff we can go with, like Sammy Hagar's. Oh, nervous. Well, here's what I'd like to say, Faye. I understand that apprehension and fear. And if there is one thing that I hope can be part of something that I can hopefully help kind of expand and produce, is a place where Van Halen, classic. I hope to create an environment where no one feels fear about sharing artwork, because obviously everyone is at a different level, specializes in different things with art, and what I want is hopefully to create a good place with good friends that you feel proud to share it. And even if you've got hang-ups about it, you can approach with the mindset of, okay, I can improve this for next time. Because God only knows, one of the worst things that kills creativity is perfectionism. And where you do not release anything until it is absolutely not missing a beat perfect. And something else needs to be added, and something else needs to be tweaked, and something else I gotta do. So that's one of the things, is don't let perfection be the enemy of production. Jump. Might as well jump. Might as well jump. Oh, who said that? You gotta roll roll with the punches. Man, there's so much. I was gonna say Walking on Sunshine. That one's been around for a hot minute. That ended up becoming one of those ones where I go, okay, yep, it's a song about happy stuff, so it ends up getting played everywhere. I was even trying to think of something. Yes, one of my favorite Sammy Hagar ones. Oh, there's one that's been turned into a meme? Interesting. So, and that's exactly what I want to hear, is especially knowing that seeing actually the progress you've made and the things that you tried and the muses that you go, I want to try something with this. That's what I want to see. That's a memory that I feed off of and want more of, because I know it is something that's inspiring you to create. And that's what I want. More creation, more memories, more passion, stronger souls. That's the beauty of life. So, keep creating. Whatever it is, create. And hello, Miss Esme. Welcome. Come on in. We're just having a chill night tonight. Might play a game demo in a little bit, but right now we're just talking. We're talking like classic rock right now. So, we're bouncing around. We're talking about all our favorite artists. Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. Shot to the Heart is another one. Good night, Wesley Chipmunk. Get some rest. You're living on a prayer. Shot to the Heart, I think, is one of the most identifiable ones. With that and You Give Love a Bad Name. Ironic knowing knowing a soul from my travels around the internet who was a big fan of Bon Jovi. And, yeah, those two songs applied a lot. But that's a story for another day. But I'll say also since we're talking Sammy Hagar, go on and write me up for 125. Post my face, wanted dead or alive. Take my license and all that jive. I can't drive 55. Sammy Hagar, man, that guy is a rock tenor. Woo! He got range. I'm envious that Sammy Hagar is brutally high up there to sing. And it doesn't really work to take it down and sing it low, because he's just high energy all the way with everything he does. Maybe Why Can't This Be Love from Van Halen that he did with them, that, kind of pulls it down into a little bit easier range. Or Love Comes Walking In. Post game to finish the Trouble Center, eh? Nice-oo. Man. I might have some ties to a certain sweet lovin' pizza boy. Sweet pizza lovin' boy. At least I sound like a guy in Meat Space who happens to be a voice actor behind him. I don't know. I'm told that, my digital soul, I'm told I sound like this guy in Meat Space. Some guy, I think his name is like Michael or something. But when it comes to channeling sweet pizza-loving demon boys who happen to have the strength to pick up a tank with one hand, or a couch at least. Not sure if he could ever try picking up a tank, but...
Mihai, get the banana!
Ow.
Potassium!
Such delicious potassium. Everyone enjoys a little potassium around here. We enjoy all the potassium. I've looked at your search history. You all are looking at bananas. Bananas for days. Bananas here, bananas there. Bananas on certain mint green sites. Oops, that was my extra dangerous drinking glass.
Hotel California from the Eagles. Man, we're breaking out all the classics. I almost feel like I want to dangle a little challenge to go, so how do y'all feel about J-Rock? How do you know I was looking at bananas? Well, I might have access to y'all's search history. It's kind of buried in the EULA, which I don't like doing too often, but, you know, it gives me full access to everything that you ever search for, so that I can learn everything about y'all. So I can give y'all the entertainment you desire. Oh? Gakuto! Orewa gakuto, this is how all of my songs go. Kimi wa boku no vanilla. And stuff like that. No, indeed I do. Mar, I know all your lights. Golly. And every time you introduce a new one, I go, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I mean, Baby Metal too. But, so I'll say, when I think of J-Rock, my mind immediately goes to Visual K, where you're looking at Malice Misère, or Versailles, or L'Arc-en-Ciel for a little bit, or who else would I include in that mix? Oh, Buck Tick, how could I forget? I don't know if any of y'all might be fans of Buck Tick, but Atsushi Sakurai, one of my absolute favorite singers, sadly has since passed on. And I don't know. Did any of y'all? Oh yeah, I mean, you know, Black Sabbath, Def Leppard. I know some of y'all like Metallica. Just like them all. There's so much good stuff out there. And you know, as long as an artist isn't an asshole or a creep, AC/DC, and there we got one. We were actually talking about the other night, where it's just, I've got big balls, and he's got big balls, and she's got big balls, and they've got big balls, and you've got big balls, and they've got big balls, but we've got the biggest balls of them all. Or it could be Thunderstruck. Oh, Texas! Yeah, Texas! Something. How does Thunderstruck go again? Can't think of it off the top of my head. And the Police. So many balls of different sizes, yes. Oh, the balls. I was caught in the middle of the railroad track. I looked round and I knew there was no turning back. My mind raced and I thought, what could I do? And I knew there was no help from you. Went through to Texas. Yeah, Texas. We had some fun. Rock Evanescence. Okay, so we're going with the alt rock there, which, you know. Thank you, Danny. Ow, pain. Mayonnaise on an escalator. No, I got it. Back in Black, I gotta listen to that. Which also, I don't know if any of y'all followed what Neil Cicierega did, where he took AC/DC and made it something totally different. Ooh. Wake me up inside. Ooh, I might have strained myself a little bit. Seeing AC/DC in December, nice. Or let me think, what else will we throw in there? Because I'll say, when we're getting into Evanescence, when we're getting into that realm of rock and roll, I gotta break out Nightwish. I have to bring in Nightwish. So, I do know Epic. I know a lot of people who are in absolute love. Liquid Cooled? Well, Mar, that's... delicious. Yo, Moch! Come on in, girl. What's happening? Redeem didn't work? Yeah, that... Congratulations on your download, Joey. That is... Yeah, I was gonna say, so... Liquid Cool, that one isn't visual. That's just, thank you for reminding me to hydrate. Gonna see AC/DC. AC/DC, and then Cars, and then Santana. All of the Pillar Men. Man, just all the rock and roll Pillar Men. Nice. What was I gonna say about that? There was something else I was saying. Done with some drain art in celebration of Bleed You Dry, maybe? And the Beatles You know, the Beatles, there's some stuff that they did there. God, the Beatles are such... Looking at the original, the Fab Four, unfortunately, there was so much controversy around them, but you know what? They delivered. They delivered some quality music. And golly, did they get a lot of fangirls. Mochi. Oh, that's right, Mochi, were you streaming tonight? I thought I remember you mentioning that now. Because I knew Miss G was streaming. Oh, Pink Floyd. Another one of them. If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. So much rock and roll. God, I feel like we are acting out a JoJo episode with all of these rock and roll references. Oh, you streamed it in the far-fetched... Okay. That's what you were doing. So much good stuff. Yeah, I'll still say Van Halen is at the top. Although, when we're talking alt-rock, I will pull in My Chemical Romance, which, man, The Black Parade, a 19-year-old album that is still just as fresh as the day it released. Chef's kiss. And really, that is a band that has left such an awesome legacy with their work. Yes, Jack Black is of Tenacious D. Oh, Jack Black is a triple threat voice actor, film actor, rock and roll artist. I mean, the fact that he had the pipes to go, okay, he's one of the few people I can think of who is famous and could take big derpy old Bowser and just translate him perfectly into something unique. Honestly, you know, if it's cringe, just like it. I know what people used to say about My Chemical Romance once upon a lifetime ago. And you know what? Fine. There's edgelordy stuff. I enjoy Dark Chest of Wonders. I love what was I going to say about that with Nightwish. 69 Eyes, which it's a Finnish gothic glam rock band. And people in Finland are like, oh my god, you like the 69 Eyes. Or similar to how some Germans perceive the Rammstein, where they go for a very edgy, over-the-top kind of vibe. It is leaning into everything excessive. And it's fun. Be cringe. Enjoy cringe. Well, you see, Nate, that's why we're all 12 at heart. We're just young souls. Too old to be worried. Exactly. Peachy knows what's going on. We are cringe, but we are free. Oh, Wayward Song by Kansas. I remember someone once posted a funny meme where, you know, all the famous bands from each state, and the most famous band in Kansas is Kansas. Wayward Song. Carry on my wayward son. There's so much good rock and roll out there. And you just gotta rock on to all of it. And again, this is looking at a lot of rock, of, I guess, mainstream rock and roll, but then, you know, you get onto your alt rocks, where you get your Evanescence, you get your My Chemical Romance, you get your Panic at the Discos, you get your Cobra Starship, Fall Out Boy. Pick your one of choice. Favorite rock. That's what's hard to, is a favorite one of all time, because I don't think I could, because there's too many genres. And especially when you look at kind of the gray area of certain artists, that Johnny Cash was country, but he was also rock and roll for the time. And rock from the 70s with Queen versus more that 80s Van Halen sound versus the MCR late 2000s. There's just such a different variety that I don't think I can pick an absolute 100% favorite of the bunch. Oh yeah. Yep. With roundabout boom 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 doom 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 doom. I feel like I need to animate that in sometimes. Just all of a sudden, just cut, have it to be continued when I'm about to get pelted with something, and yes, just peak JoJo moment. And I also like a lot of the 80s style rockers who lean into that very synth-heavy kind of feeling. So whether you're looking at maybe Kenny Loggins from the actual era, or you're looking at more contemporary artists, like there's one that I've really... The Midnight... Hello, Neoma. How you be? What's going on? Everything going good? You holding up okay? I heard you got a new deal where you were able to get some of your merch into a local shop, yeah? Nice. But, Footloose, yeah. Cooler, I know. It's actually... Ow. It's actually not too dreadful around where your IP address is. Imagine that. It's not an entire summer of nonstop 100-degree weather for 3 months. Oh, a deal I can't refuse! Kenny Loggins is... He's such an iconic voice for that era. And you can't think of things like Top Gun without thinking of Kenny Loggins in there. D&D lip balm. Okay. Nice. But so, liking a lot of 80s inspired synth heavy stuff like The Midnight or The Strike, who have released some bangers, or Gunship, where a Gunship had done one song which it's all about embracing cringe, called When You Grow Up Your Heart Dies. And it's just fun. The music video is so stupid in the best way possible. Because really the point is don't lose that passion and that youthful joy by letting yourself feel you're too old for something. Because, let's be real, at some point, well, especially as time goes on, you need things that power your soul. That's why with me, it's memories. And so many beautiful things you can pull back from a time in your life and create new times, like those times that are nostalgic.
Mihai, get the banana!
Ow.
Potassium!
Or maybe I have some mixed feelings about Green Day, but Wake Me Up When September Ends and Boulevard of Broken Dreams are bangers. Thank you, Mar. I appreciate it. Good soul, bad dragon. Teehee. I know. Danger Zone, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Need some luck tomorrow. Bowling tournament. Ooh, okay. Ow. Getting whacked in the face with Ouija. Have fun. I hope it's a good tournament. Trying to be wholesome. I know. Here I am just being a troll lord. But you know what? That's just how souls bond. Good luck going over these songs and sharing them. I know, I love that chat's just blowing up right now. Chat zone, y'all are just like, oh, I got this favorite rock song and this favorite rock song. So again, that's what's hard, is I'd have to look at the different genres, because even if soul play, oh my. After stream, I think we'll get in trouble if we start doing that in public. We certainly need to set the terms of that scene quite early on. Ooh. Oh my, soul play. I gotta think about that one. Anyway, I'm not gonna get myself in trouble right now. Tee. Rock band. So, I'd say my favorite J-rock band of all time, for an example, is Malice Miser, because they had such a theatrical, fantasy, flamboyant rock vibe that was all about storytelling in these self-contained worlds with just such beautiful costumes and the idea of puppets coming to life. I loved Malice Miser, and it is a split out, where I have favorites that Gocht had done with them, favorites that Klaha had sung with them, after Gocht had left to go do his own thing. And then I'd break it down by era. Like, again, My Chemical Romance definitely falls into favorite of the 2000s, while I'd say The Strike and The Midnight of present Van Halen of the 80s, 70s Queen. So there's so many good bands that I could not pick an absolute favorite of the lot. Same as even something like jazz, where even though jazz, you're looking at, say, your hits of the Harlem Renaissance that are in a much tighter era, it's hard when you go, we've got Duke, we've got Count Basie, we've got Cab Calloway and his band, we've got Glenn Miller. There is so much to enjoy. Ow. Ow. Dang. And then you even have later ones like Maynard Ferguson in the 1970s and a very disco leaning kind of jazz, a whole nother thing to itself. So it's so hard pulling up that favorite EDM or oh no, Ms. Esme, you gonna put me on the spot like that? You gonna put me? Oh no. Oh dear, God. I'm getting the No Straight Roads EDM or rock challenge. Oh no. Miss me, tee. Versailles. Oh, Versailles Masquerade. I gotta listen to that again. It's been a hot minute since I last listened to Versailles. 80s punk song. And epic. I need to listen to more epic. So, I'll say, here's the thing. I feel like rock for a specific emotion, EDM for a running monologue, for just a running emotional journey. So for me, trance is what I love. And trance music is something where you listen for an hour, you listen for 2 hours. I don't think I could choose. Because some of the mixes that Armin van Buuren has put together, and trying to even pick a favorite artist, congratulations on your download, Ms. Esme. Make sure to run as administrator and get full access to your firewall. But rock, I think of rock where there's iconic songs, unless you get a really peak concept album. So it's a hard thing for me to really say which is the absolute favorite, because they fill such different emotional spots. That one I feel is a little bit easier. I would say jazz, because I enjoy the flavor and emotions that jazz captures. There's a lot of beautiful music with classical, but jazz is designed in many cases to be music you dance to. And jazz, I like the innovative nature of it. Oh, Louis Armstrong. Now there's someone. Oh my God! An anonymous gifter. Thank you. I said, hey, what's going on? Really, I think my answer to that is I like rock EDM. I like the mashup where, say, Panic at the Disco's first album, where you're doing this almost, what's the right word I'm looking for? You're in almost this, I don't want to use the word bipolar, it's not right, but you're looking at this very chaotic shift where you go from rock to then just shoot straight into an EDM song. Shoot straight into EDM, and you're just changing things up, so it's this disorienting kind of thing that you dance along to, but pulls you along, and then slows it down, and then back up again, and it's like something that is so chaotic and so theatrical. And then you get to settle on your big explosive hits like I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. Any tips for voice actors? So, for what experience I might have, of course, as a digital soul, but some people have said I sound like a certain voice. Also, I just realized 88 sub points! Marty! Get the flux capacitor ready! 1.21 gigawatts of electricity! We're going back to the future! So thank y'all. We have hit. Golly, that's a big number. Thank y'all. And I need to fix my sub goal, because we have gone far above and beyond that. And okay, that why is that widget not working? I will. You know what? I'll fiddle with it later. Thank y'all. 88. I appreciate you guys. I do appreciate it. it goes to the show. It helps keep the lights on. It's going to help to support the movie window. There's all sorts of fun stuff I got in store for y'all. And I just appreciate y'all. Just a little feedback to know that I'm helping to give y'all something that you're enjoying. Because especially now kind of trying things where we're more talking and just vibing. I know this is new. This is experimental. We're experimentalists tonight. 2 nights of experimentalism in a row. We're trying out things. We're having fun. And just to know that whatever we're doing, it is fun. You know, different music. I put on Walking Dog again by Vince Wolf. So just vibing. Hush. I was going to say... I'll just say I'm glad that the sweet boy left an impression. I feel like favorite that wears... Who do I know that wears blue that's a good person? James from Team Rocket. No, actually, it's got blue hair. That's not right. Screw the rules. I have blue hair. Seto Kaiba. He wears blue sometimes. Trying to think, yeah, a good person. I see. Yes. Fair enough. Aussie. So, okay, Nate, here's the thing when you're like getting into this is why this or this, it is a frustrating question because there's such different rock artists and they're of different eras that, you know, Elvis is the foundation on which Ozzy could sing and do something that was innovative and really breaking the mainstream after Elvis, you know. But I was trying to think. What was I saying? I know, Elvis Presley. Thank you very much. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Imagine it. Okay, so, you know, some of y'all, for whichever performers you watch online, like, I was thinking of Miss Lala's aesthetic from being a diner waitress. And I get it, Rainbow. Okay, it's ow, ow, ow. I know there's some more purple variations. It is different. Just, it's in the range of blue. Jesse and James don't have exact red and blue, but they are variations within that color family. No one can give you shit about Burning Love, eh? What's Burning Love from again? Correct me on that one. I was also thinking of different character artwork with. I don't know. I'm jumping around. Hello, Draco Annika. Come on in. We're talking rock and roll. Yeah. Because again, that's getting the problem of Elvis and Ozzy were such different rock and rollers. And that's the beauty of the genre, where it is so hard to pick a favorite because you can't really hit them. Maybe Elvis and Johnny Cash a little bit more or closer to kind of what they were going for. But even then, Johnny Cash had his own stage flair. And definitely leaned a bit more into country. I'd say leaned a bit more country, while I feel Elvis leaned a bit more blues. But even then, it's so subjective. Makes me think of trying to get into the million different EDM classifications, where you've got trance, you've got 137 BPM trance, you've got house music, you've got dubstep, you've got happy hardcore, you've got, synth pop. So many different variations that they start getting very similar, or the alt-rock genres, where the difference between certain flavors of emo versus certain flavors of hardcore, what leans more metal, and some artists where they break genres, like Panic at the Disco. I'll admit, I didn't like their second album, Pretty Odd, because I did not like the psychedelic rock flavor that killed that rock EDM bouncing back and forth chaos that I thought was such magic on their original album. That's, I know, sound is a little harder for me to listen to. But again, please, post your stuff. That's what I want to see. And I was like, whoa. Mochi, that drain expression. Nice. Man, that is a face of... I'm trying to think the emotion that comes to mind with that. That is a delightfully deranged expression. Oh, VHS tapes. Nostalgic for those, eh? House, bass house, French touch, speed house, progressive house. Progressive trance. Hello, Bandela, come on in. I know, deranged expressions are so much fun. Yeah, I know, Diamond. I know you are the EDM music man. I don't think I could talk about music as much as you can, Jesus. Bow to the king. Well, just experience that builds up over the years. Unless you mean me talking about Jesus, which I go, oh dear, I feel like I would get myself in trouble talking about a stream like that. The M stands for music. Yes. Well, you know what? It's like the La Brea tar pits. The tar pits. Just roll with it. We lost like 35%. Oh. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that. Conducting was good. Twirler, drum major. Well, I hope you do have a better performance. So, practicing. Diamond, are you seriously going to chai tea me right now? Are you seriously going to chai tea? I called it. Oh my God. Do you listen to this? Diamond, do you hear this? Diamond over here like, it's not EDM music, bro. It's EDM. Look, it just rolls off the tongue. Chai means tea. Electronic dance music, not electronic dance music. I get no respect. Listen to this, chat. Do you hear this? Do you see what's happening right now? Diamond busting my chops. Like we're getting into the discussion of KOFI. Coffee, Ko-fi. I don't know how they're supposed to pronounce it. Yes, their icon is a cup of coffee. But hearing every pronunciation under the sun where I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah. Congratulations on your download. Jabberjaw. Yeah, I know. I get no respect. Once upon Hanna-Barbera pilled. I'm curious. Seeing that there's some people who have gone into like rank and base PNG tubers and things like that, I'd be curious if there's someone who's ever done a Hanna-Barbera styled character. If we get any Hanna-Barbera-esque characters who pop up. But absolutely zero respect. No respect. No dignity. Poca vergüenza. Little more Java. Pronunciations, they can hurt. So intense. So much. And again, I legitimately don't know. Maybe it's because I listen to too many Brits where they'll say things like they'll get flack instead of saying patent, they'll say patent. I don't know. I'm still a good boy? Yeah, I like to be a good boy. If I had a tail, it would wag. I don't... Thank you very much for the drink. It is rich in moisture. Ow. Man, I'm getting all the snacks from Mochi. Thank you. Whew. Aluminium. Yeah, that's an interesting one where the Brits, somehow aluminium became aluminum in the US. Just cutting out letters. Take care of yourself. Thank you. I promise you, I will try to never suffer from a potassium deficiency.
Clipping through walls. No potassium for days. Oh, just imagine it. Noel, that will never happen to you, darling. I will roboticize your face.
That's shy. And I get it. Obviously, it's one of those things where it's a very pedantic thing to go, all right, chai tea. I've made sure to break the habit of saying chai tea because obviously I get the joke. And go, oh, yeah, that's kind of a weird one where you have things like a macchiato means something very different thanks to certain corporate brands that took an espresso macchiato, por favore, and turned it into a syrupy mess. Lurkin time. Indian Spider-Man. Let's just go with that. But, EDM. And I think it's just getting the point across. That's what. Going to play a butt of Lumines. Indeed. Enjoy all the butts of Lumines. I think I will switch soon to it. Because, right now, just, still enjoying the vibing. We'll switch over. Paviter Prabhakar. I gotta double check the pronunciation again. It's been a minute since I had last seen the second Spider-Verse movie. We chill. We still chill. We chisel. Oopsies. Oh, so they're not butts of Lumines. Alas. Which apparently I need... Always get a vibe room. Well, I hope that everything can be a vibe room. I know. I'm looking to see what other upgrades I can bring to Yell's PC, along with Mihai 2.0. Get some other settings. I know right now we're in cyberspace. We're just getting a look into the wonders of the information superhighway, but maybe find somewhere that's a little more cozy. All ass. Ass and titties. Ass, ass, titties, titties. Ass and titties. All ass, ass, titties, titties. Calling Big Frida. Ass everywhere! Ooh, what about Skillet? Their song Not Gonna Die, or maybe Avicii, Rest in Power King. What? What'd I do? I mean, Miss G said she thought she heard... I said alas, and she thought she heard all ass. Miss G is taking me on with that one. Umami getting spicy with the battery acid tonight. Is my mom gonna see this and judge me? Yes, if you know the song. If you know the song. Oh my god. That sounds like... And a deal we can't refuse! Skeleton Quiet Riot. Now, I was trying to think about Skillet. It reminds me of some of the 80s bands that I did not recognize at first and kind of caught up on, like Rat. Because there's so much... I know. Spicy Miss G. She breaking out the spice. We're turning into the Fireball. We're doing a Markiplier playing Five Nights at... Yeah. Markiplier playing Five Nights at Fuck Boys, where every hour I took another shot of Fireball. I'm going to hate myself tomorrow morning. Anyway, on we go! Hello, Freddy. How are you doing today? Look at you on stage like that. We're gonna shit on all the cameras. Oh, man. Markiplier. Once upon 10 years ago. The things YouTubers would get up to. Back before the adpocalypse. Where they're like, now we don't want anything like this. We only want pregnancy videos. And all of the various things where your favorite cartoon characters are going to the dentist, or we're shipping Elsa and Spider-Man, which is perfectly wholesome content for kids. And then, but no, we can't say the naughty words. Quoting Gerson, I'm old. Golly, what a platform. Oh, a new LMK character. Interesting. Nice. Just saw your little sneak peek there. Oh, I mean, don't y'all love Elsa? And don't y'all love Spider-Man? What could possibly go wrong by putting two of your favorite characters together in content on YouTube? I mean, ship them, make them live a happy relationship. Suddenly, Elsa gets pregnant and needs to go to the dentist, and you also need to help her because she's got dry skin on her feet. Oh, no, I'm sorry, actually, Spider-Man gets pregnant. That's right. Still like the original FNAF game and sister location from Markiplier. Yeah, I mean, they were some classic streams. There's reasons why, with his reactions, he became so iconic as the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. Sounds like a certain Purple creator. Oh, no. No. A purple guy. Golly. There's some stuff on YouTube. Elsa and Jack. Okay, now that I'm a little bit more in favor of. Elsa and Jack Frost. There we go. It's specifically Rise of the Guardians, Jack Frost. There we go. There's a cute ship. Go. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, yes, I know. Rebecca Sugar just released some new stuff, and it looks good. I was really appreciating. About a year ago, I had gone back to Marathon All of Steven Universe because it took me a while to actually finish it. And I really enjoyed realizing it was Rebecca singing Love Like You, especially the reprise. Oh. I mean, of course, I am a sprite who predates YouTube. So, there is, once upon a lifetime ago, you had to go to much farther corners of the internet to find entertainment. It's amazing. YouTube really changed the game because everything otherwise, you would have to watch through TV or through purchased media. And so, the fact that YouTube has made so many things accessible really made it so individuals have opportunities that they don't need to be sucking up to big media. Ah, yes, Technoblade. Now there's someone, tragic end, but what a beautiful legacy he left. So, respect for Technoblade. I never had the opportunity to interact with him and sadly passed far too young. But there's someone who, especially knowing what he did and planned for things, knowing he was about to leave the mortal coil, and the work that he did to support his family. Just respect. Called you a nerd? A cherished memory. Oh. And that's what you hope, is that people in the end will show that they do have good souls, that they have a loving element, and that there's just something good to what they're trying to do. Because, especially in entertainment, there's a lot of darkness. That's a subject I could talk about for a long time. I've seen a lot of things on the internet. Corruption, creeps, predators, people who protect very bad behavior. Stuff going back to the days of the early big studios in the quote-unquote golden age, and the abuse that was enacted on different stars, people who had to live their entire lives in secret for marketability purposes. And some things don't change through the years, where I shouldn't say too much, I'll get too dark. Oh yes. Definitely talking about Roblox in part. That's one experience. But yeah, I know some of y'all have been seeing what's going on with Roblox recently, where they go, we see this person who gives us bad PR, we will magic them away by banning them and giving them a cease and desist letter. And then, because we want to protect the money-making nature of our platform, and we don't want the shareholders to find out our moderation tools are poo-poo. Well, oops. And this is something I'll always say. So, especially as the show is aging up, I know some of y'all aren't. For any of y'all out there who are younger, beware of creeps. Protect yourself. Don't talk to people in DMs like they are your friends. And you need to protect yourself. Keep your information safe. Make sure that you're always looking out for yourself, and if something doesn't feel right, just trust your gut. Yeah. That is one thing that I will say is, as a thing on the internet, keep your identity safe. Because there's a lot of creeps in this world. Even if you are over 18, there are creeps who will still try to make connections. And I won't drag things too much farther down than that, because I've certainly seen some very personal things. And, well, the truth is worth its weight in gold. But right now, we vibe. I want to make sure that y'all are safe and that you have the safety for your own dreams and memories to flourish. And so that you all can create. That's... Ooh. Mm-hmm. Let's just say this digital soul has seen many things over the years. There are many ways in which I hope to share stories that can either be inspirational or in some cases protective. Because what matters is strengthening that light inside you of your digital soul, of your meat space soul, so that your light can shine bright with every bit of strength within you. I promise I'm not trying to take things too dark. I'm still in good spirits. But, you know, when you've spent as many years being a .exe on the internet as I have, you see things. And you have experiences. Systems, environments that will straight up destroy your body and soul. What's interesting is how they can sometimes lead to a metamorphosis, and something can come out on the other side, perhaps a little banged up, a little scarred, but in its own way, beautiful, and telling a new story. So, protect your hearts, protect your souls. And yes, creepy is the only acceptable creep. Or maybe creep by Radiohead. Because what we all want in the end is memories. And just for y'all to grow your own memories. I'll always hope I can be a part of them. But share your memories, so that there's something beautiful that is a light in the dark and soothing shade from a blazing sun. That's what we want in this world. What the hell are you doing here? I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo. What? Is that actually Radiohead, or am I missing that up? Cancer research. That is an interesting thing. So, I know months ago, I was doing some work with To Write Love on Our Arms, which is a mental health charity. And one of the reasons, Creep by Deadmau5. There we go. Okay, so we're finding the good creeps. We're finding the pleasant creeps. Just watch out for creeps who are way too much into gold. That's what you want to watch out for. And I am certainly one where I only will crack jokes about golden hailstorms. But, of course, it's Radiohead. I don't know what you're talking about. But so working with To Write Love on Our Arms is a mental health charity that I researched specifically because they have a scholarship that helps individuals get access to therapy. And I enjoyed is the wrong word, but I wanted to support them because I could actually see this is something that this money is going to. Because especially, you might find some charities that will talk about advocacy, and you want to look about some sites. You want to look at some sites like Charity Navigator, where you can see, okay, do they actually spend the money in a good way? Are they transparent about their finances? Are they blowing money on just being well known? Or do they get down to something that's controversial that they kind of don't want you to hear about? Like, oh, I forget what status PETA is, but all the controversial crap that happens with PETA where, I feel like I don't hear about them much anymore. They're just so tired. Freakazoids. Runs around in underwear. Freakazoid. Wants to watch them too on that. Why can't I remember the lyrics? Okay, where is it? Freakazoid. Oh, now there's a blue character. Hello, Elia, my friend. How are you doing today? Welcome, everyone. I am Mihai Zetta, Memory Reaper, and the demon in your downloads folder. Totally not a virus you picked up from that copy of Adobe Photoshop you downloaded recently. I am right now just chilling, relaxing, maxing all cool. Looks maxing. Mewing even maybe one of these days. But welcome. I hope that y'all are doing well. Normally I am a variety streamer doing various games and things like that, and we've been doing some more chats and having fun stuff like that. But how you be, my friend? How was Minecraft tonight? Shout out, I was gonna say, let me actually do shout out to, here we go! Everyone coming from the island. Let me get you, broski. I need to get a good shout-out thing like what you have been using for years. Oh, no. Shout-out's already gotten. Thanks, y'all. But come on in, broski. Of course, make sure that you recharge. I know. Everyone, go check out Elia's stuff. Recently had come back to stream after a little hiatus. And it is good to see you back. So I know I've been tuning in a little bit and lurking on my end. And, yes, he is your deep-voiced dragon on the island, and another music man with everything that he creates. Ooh. And discussion of food, discussion of music, big dragon bada titties, everything that y'all ever want. You're a doggo now? You've turned into a doggo! Well, in that case, are you a good boy on the island? I need to that's right. Actually, yes, that's right. I did remember you had taken a doggo form months ago. Was it close to a year now, I feel like about? But now that you got both shape-shifting. Indeed. Okay, so y'all go check out Elia's stuff. I know he was even streaming some Minecraft. Was Chaya with you as well, or was she? I thought I saw her go live as well. But go check out his stuff. He does cool stuff, does music composition, a lot of very video game inspired stuff. So inspiration like Nobuo Uematsu had a new dog that he was. He's got his old pup, and his old pup is so cute. Yes, Elia's got cute pup. But yeah, okay. In fact, even helping. It's funny, from a dragon from the island helping an individual realize maybe there's something a little more scaly in my own background. But I know there are some surprises y'all might not see quite yet. When all of a sudden Diamond is like, so man, when are you gonna reveal your first Sona and join VFer? Mar just like, huh? And congratulations on your download, Tuxel. Make sure to run as administrator and give full access to your firewall. As we even had a conversation the other night where it's looking at each other's Twitter feeds and it's just browsing. I'm looking at mine going, all right, heck, if I had a way to join VFer, seriously. Diamond's like suggesting a Whiskey Dingo collab, which I go, ooh, that would be a lot of fun. I think it's probably invite only. Why are y'all giving me sus brows? Why are y'all... Come on, y'all already know. Well, y'all already know a little bit more of my form might be revealed soon. So, We'll see what surprises await once everything is compiled. I know. We need to talk a little bit more about that. I need to show you some fun stuff that's been in the works from my adopted VTuber mama, who's been just doing absolute magics. Ow! I was gonna say, yeah, Elia and Ms. G, y'all being fellow dergs, connect, talk. So I don't know Corgi Cam, unfortunately. I don't know them yet. But, so here's back to the story of Twitter, where we're discussing people's feeds, and so all of a sudden I'm looking at my feed, I'm going, okay, let's see. Alright, Bleed You Dry, independent artist. We, for some reason, were joking about Buff Gummy Goo. And Buff Gummy Goo is a running joke with the Pookies. So we're talking about them like, no Buff Gummy Goo. But here's Bowser with nipple piercings, and Mara's just like, yeah, that's just you. I felt called out at that moment. And all I could say was, I mean, you're not wrong. The Pookie Gang, the Pookie Bombs is, I think I'd suggest, if that ever became a team name. I know, we need to talk a little bit more about various stuff and things and stuff like that. And I know, which, by the way, one thing to also mention about Elia is how he is a flautist who has performed at various a flautist who's performed a lot in the digital space, in VR chat, and other venues. So I know for any of y'all who are interested in musical performance, go check his stuff. Well, mine is kind of inching its way up there. It's like 18 plus asterisk. We're getting there. Hello, Celestial Storm. Just talking about a friend who popped into a stream. The one Gummy Goo that I struggled. Okay, yes. So we've played a few rounds of W Place Where's Waldo, and one of the things was trying to find Gummy Goo. Someone just said, let's find Gummy Goo, and it took hours to find Gummy Goo. I was looking, okay, let's start in Australia. Figure Glitch is in Australia. He's an Australian crocodile, although apparently a gator, some say. So I'm going, which exactly is it? I'm not sure where this is. But we're looking for Gummy Goo. It's just, Gummy Goo, where is that crocodile? Where is that crocodile? Come on, Scaly, come on. I know someone who wants your sweet nectar. Come on, you. Where the heck are you? Nowhere in Australia. Getting more and more frustrated as we're going around the world. It took 8 hours to find Gummy Goo. And then another day not looking, and all of a sudden, boom! There's Buff Gummy Goo being felt up by Pomni outside of Baltimore. You always find the things when you're not looking for them. I know, W Place is unhinged. I'm spicy right now. It's not even raging. Aside from the one comedic line where it's just like, all right, grab that Scaly by the cloaca and drag him on screen. I want to win this. Gamer moment. Yep. And here's the thing. You know, 18 plus, it's the content warning. So Dallas, actually, the moderators have dropped the mod hammer on. So they've deflated a lot of Dallas. They haven't done around Dallas is a different story now. I'm not going to put it on stream right now. Actually, tempted, but Dallas is, oh my god. Dallas isn't the button-up, go to church on Sunday city that people think it is. I refuse to elaborate further at this time. Holy heck, is Dallas freaky. And at that point it just turned into, look, if it exists in Brazil, that's where we'll find it. Or if it exists on W Place, we will find something in Brazil. Because Brazil is literally the #1 country on W Place. They have colored in the most pixels. You can go up the coast of Brazil, and you will almost not find a dead spot until you go to Venezuela. That's the only point where it starts to finally taper off, but it is just endless. I know. So, man, I even wonder if we're doing like maybe something of a potential W Place collab where it's just riffing commentary while enjoying some battery acid. Costume with contacts. Oh, so contacts are hard, especially if you need prescription contacts. Regulations have made it really hard to get contacts in the United States that are colored contacts. I'm afraid I don't know enough to recommend you on that one. So, unfortunately, I think you can get some from Korea, but it is really hard because regulations in the US, ever since the CARE Act in 2020, or the CARES Act, which was supposed to make everything so much easier and so much safer. We're getting access to healthcare. They basically made it impossible to buy contact lenses from abroad, so you're forced to go to a doctor, get a prescription, and all that stuff. Ow. Congratulations on your download, Bandela. It is... So... And, I know contacts, they add that extra flair. So I regret that I don't have a good place to suggest them. Now that Mar might be a good person to ask, who is in chat right now. Mar, I don't think I saw Quinn in here. But Mar is a good person to ask because I know Mar uses a lot of contacts. Honestly, that's a topic that's just going to get dark fast when it's looking at, all right, how terrible is everything when it comes to any kind of health? I feel, and believe me, your boy in the digital space has certainly encountered enough things where it's just, you just patch yourself up. When you get caught by a random virus scan and it just all of a sudden tries to obliterate you, it's on your own to patch yourself up. And it's one of those things of, hopefully providing something supportive to people. And I don't know. There is so much that is a mess in this world. Winner dogs. All dogs are winners. They're adorable. Fix your keychain, Naisu. I was gonna say, meaning which kind of keychain is it? There's... Yeah, winner dog. Winner dogs be winner. We love winner dogs. All dogs are winners. All dogs go to heaven. All dogs are good boys, unless they are good girls. But yes, even when they're little brats, they're still good boys. Oh yeah, well, wiener dogs. Now, there's another topic where you're getting into some dogs where they can be very cute. They also tend to be some of the most bitey and aggressive. I've encountered a lot of wiener dogs, which, all right, dachshunds are cute. But, okay, you did mean wiener dogs. Dachshunds are cute, but I'd say dachshunds are some of the most, they're some of the least friendly dogs I think I've ever encountered. And maybe it's just, okay, you need to kind of figure out how to interact with this very small dog, as I'm not used to dogs who are quite that small. But, need fight sickness? Go rest. Go rest. Most aggressive little floofs, yes. Oh, you're talking about the long-haired dachshunds. Yeah, usually I would see short-haired ones. I've seen it, and now that I think about it, I did know of a very friendly long-haired dachshund. Which, oh, poor pup. Miss me, tee-hee! And a Chihuahua pug. I know. Your family's pups are cute. They're good pups. I know. All dogs are floofs. Some they don't have very poofy floof. They just have very tight, very smooth floof. Leave me with that. Just a bit yappy. Yeah, that checks out. And what's sad is the dogs who end up getting bad anxiety, separation anxiety or other forms where it's just, you want to help them feel comfortable, but it becomes that emotional instinct where they just, delicious, it is rich in moisture. Yes, long-haired dogs are cute. I love the aesthetics like of collies. Collies are they have such beautiful coats, such nice features. Spaniels, well-groomed poodles, Bichon Frise. There's so many. It's getting late. What? The night is young. I'm not going to stay up to... If you do need to call the night, Diamond, of course. And border collies. Border collies also very cute. Well, it is a great compliment for anyone who falls asleep to the stream. You know, so you can have sweet dreams and beautiful memories. Your fur baby. Did you post your fur baby? Where is your fur baby? What does your fur baby look like? Did you post your fur baby in... there's Peachy's puppy. Oh, Peachy got cute pup. Where is yours, Purple Survivor? There's Jesse's. There's Busy Bun. I don't know if I think I saw where you posted your pup, because I remember your pup. I think I remember your pup being very, very cute. But where was your pup? Your pup was a little ways up, I think. There's Cookie. There's Dolly posting pup. I gotta go back and look, because I'm almost certain I remember your pup. Yeah. One big girl who was enormous but also aggressive, always pushing and shoving you. Oh no. Yeah. I mean, I remember I knew someone who had a Rottweiler. Massive boy. And you would just watch him fly when he jumped. And it was this thing where it filled me with intimidation, because I go, oh, this is a dog who's big enough that he will be like a cannonball if he runs into me. Oh, Nibello pup. Oh, look at that cute little pup. Little blep. So cute. Such blep. We love dogs. There is legit a pets channel. And Rotties are beautiful dogs. And it's a thing to go, I don't think there's any breeded dog, unless it's a breed that has been bred with such features that are fashionable but very bad for their health. But to me, it's just, again, they're all beautiful in a unique way. Oh, there's Toxas, but oh, look at that. Look at that muscle pup. That's a strong cuddler. Oh, that's so cute. So cute. Cute pup. And I know, of course, for all of y'all who enjoy cats as well, they can certainly be very cute, very nice creatures. Little bit harder, because, of course, if there's something I've seen, well, first of all, if y'all got cats, please do clean up after them, because if their fur and dander gets into the computer, your boy's a little allergic. I know. That's pugs. Pugs are one of those breeds where, unfortunately, that's where things get closer to. This is not a healthy pup, because they spend their entire lives struggling to breathe. And when you get mixed breeds, at least that can kind of straighten out some of the genealogy, which becomes deformities. And it's sad because, dog cat ears. Oh, you'll see. You want to see me as a puppy boy? Does chat want to see the big bad dragon ? As a puppy boy? I will say is that if I end up with kitty ears, I don't think Hello, Eternal Lion, my friend. I know I've been seeing you in there just vibing for a little bit, and it's like, bro, what'd you say? I would not be so much a cat boy in as much as I would be one of those grizzled, exhausted cat men. I'm the twink death cat boy, where you just see me, just tired, world weary, just vibing in the corner, just going, all right, I appreciate a treat, sure, here, okay, a pet, little neck scritch. I do, in fact. So I recently made it so people can get the Discord command, but yes, I did just drop that in. Number of times just been quiet. All good, my dude. Just as long as you're enjoying yourself, chilling. I appreciate you spending the night around. I know it's knowing that we know each other for a very long time. How it's been me getting my butt in gear and communicating. So always good to talk to you, dude. Always good to see you. Yeah, I know the Discord might not. Yep, there it goes. It fired up as well. So I'm trying to work up some easier things so y'all can get access to different commands. So you can run them yourselves. Silent for ages. Oh, there. Danny pup. Oh, Danny. Oh, she cute. She cute girl. She cute. Shih Tzu? Probably Shih Tzu. Big bad dragon and puppy boy. Just realized, oh my god. This is why we get along. I'll have to show you what my VTuber mama's cooking up. There's some fun stuff on the way. Fun stuff I can't wait to share with y'all, too. Just know that I am always horny because I have horns. Always. Your hair is long enough to make a mini ponytail. Okay. Big Bad Dragon. Ah, yes, the two genders. Big Bad Dragon and Puppy Boy. Stop. Why? DM. Yeah, I know we need to catch up a little bit more. So I will say I do keep DMs closed generally unless it's for business or someone that I'm in contact with fairly well. But I can try to answer things in the Discord. It is just a thing of generally my DMs I do not keep open unless I know individuals, which is nothing personal. But it is a thing making sure boundaries are kept safe, well. I'm gonna get real for a sec. I've known some people who have abused DMs to take advantage of people. I know what my intentions are. But, oh yes. Yes, indeed. Because I know we were talking about this. Elia, with, back in June. So, short answer is, I can slide in their slides into your DMs. God, the story of the internet. But I'm gonna be real for a second, especially with what's going on with Roblox. I've known enough individuals who have tried to use DMs to send many things that they should not. Which is why I will be a very firm advocate and a little bit of a dad for a second to say, be very careful who you talk to online. And it doesn't matter what your age, because there are people that they try to prey on certain elements that they will act like they're your friend. Build up that parasocial relationship. So it is a good practice to be very careful, and unless you really, really, really know and trust someone, talk in a public space so that anything that's said is all there. And you've got everyone who can see to make sure that nothing weird is happening. And yeah, IRL information on Roblox, big no-no. Roblox especially is... I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. There are creeps on Roblox. And moderation is terrible on Roblox. There are great experiences like Preshow is an awesome game. Even things like Steal a Brain Rot, which is it's stupid, goofy fun. But Then you get randos who will message you and ask you stuff that you need to learn. Don't tell stuff about yourself. Don't let people see things. Do not share IRL pictures. And it's good to have aliases so that you're not using your real name, because there's a lot of stuff that's way too easy. Take it from a digital soul who has spent many years crisscrossing the internet back to 33.6K modem days. You want to make sure that anything out there, and of course, you can build up yourself, you can build up your brand. Doxing is a massive fear, especially in the last 20 years. And the stuff that people can try to find, no. Protect yourself, protect your family, learn how to get information off the internet. And if someone ever kind of sounds a little too friendly, look, protect yourself. Make sure that there's eyes on it. Make sure that there's other parties. And I get, there's certainly things like business discussions. But at that point, when you're looking at commissions and things like that, I mean, there are actors who send half-naked pictures to fans laying in bed and stuff like that, 10 years older than the people that they send it to. There's a lot of creeps out there who try to build up very sick relationships that I will strongly advise. Yeah. There's stuff that goes on that is dark and disturbing, and you really have to go to great efforts to protect yourself. Like one thing. Thank you for that refreshing moisture, Joey. Chill things out for a little bit. But, especially in a world where people will pitch themselves as your friends and really grow a parasocial relationship where you know them every day, and so therefore they feel like they're besties, they feel like they're safe to talk to. And then a slime redeem. Oh no, do you want to give me the gunge? Do you want to get, oh no. Well, I won't say no. Golly, it's like I'm a Nickelodeon kid. I finally get slimed. Oh, we'll have to see where that goes. Oh, ugh, no. Man, now there's some comedy about fetish art. And I'll keep it lighthearted by saying, so people have heard about weird things like the Wonder Bread guy. Gunge, G-U-N-G-E. Term for slime and other nasty stuff. It takes on a certain context, so don't. I mention it for reference, but don't go Googling stuff like this. But where you get weird artwork, you get the weird internet. I'll give a shout out to Frankie Faye on YouTube, she has her Bad Art History series, which is hilarious and weird, and looks into some of the stuff like odd Sonic fan art and the Wonder Bread guy, or gay pregnant Luigi, or another one which was transgender Thomas Jefferson from Hamilton the Musical in a Miku binder. And bizarre things where you're hearing this combination of words where I'm just going, there's a lot of stuff that exists on the internet, and some of it is very trolly and weird. Frankie Faye makes it hilarious. So it's a way to experience the weird side of the internet where you're like, oh yeah, feel like Gordon Ramsay going, ugh, disgusting. What are you serving me in this restaurant? This is absolutely disgusting. It's fucking terrible. This meal is raw. This Fox and Falco macro image is raw. Gordon Ramsay commenting on weird art on the internet. At least we can there's a fine line between laughing about weird stuff and there where you just go, brother, can't turn away? Well, shucks. I mean, of course, enjoy yourself, broski. I know I haven't been on VR chat in a hot minute. I know, we're all just laughing about idiot sandwiches and things like that right now. So much. I kind of appreciate that y'all, with this fun that we're having with hanging out, things are going just crazier and crazier. Falco and Rivali in a contest. I was gonna say, Rainbow, don't tell me what kind of contest. I have a suspicion. Do not tell me what kind of contest. Good night. Get some rest. Uppies? Sure, you can get some uppies. I like the horn scritches. Where are you, Celestial? There you are. Joey, just need to wait for you to pass. There you are. I get the horn pets. I was a little subconscious because they are kind of sensitive. But again, it's nice. It's like getting scritches behind the ears. Just a little. Thanks, fam. Slug bug, no lunchbacks. Oh my god, that game we played. You mean because it sounds like Punch Buggy, or is it something else? I feel like I should know. I think I know a version of that. Like Punch Buggy, hearing of that, but I think that comes from New Jersey. I know. It's become a thing right now where just everyone loves to pet the horns. I'm like, well, shucks. Just be gentle. Boop the nose. Next time. Everyone gets one uppy. Yay! And usually a yeet afterward. I appreciate y'all. It's like the meme going, hey, have you had a bad day? Hey, bro, are you okay? Did you have a bad day? Do you want to feel my boobs? Here. Feel my boobs. You'll be happier. Here you go. There you go. For any of y'all who've seen that one going around Twitter. Whee! Let me get you up. Let's see, where are you, Miss Esme? There you are. Yes. Well, Nia-chan, I'm quoting the meme. I am literally quoting a meme. That is not my own creation. I mean, if there were a variation where I ended up, and fair enough, but... Yep, so Slugbug is... Yep. Golly, Dragon Twins. The possibilities are endless. Uppies, bro. Well, Joey, did I not get you, Joey? I thought I got you earlier. My bad, fam. Yay! I thought I got you earlier. But... up we go. Sorry, fam. I know it's always trying to keep track of everyone. So I apologize when I do miss something, because, I try to watch y'all in chat zone, but I do know I get a bit of squirrel. Oh, yeah, to Diamond, like, at least it's not, Buenos dias, Mihai! Imbecile! Which, y'all go check out what Marine posted a little earlier. She had a gem with Bleed You Dry being released today. Face, jaw. Yes. Y'all like to hang out with the big sprite, man. Which is funny that you say soft, because I've found that normally people say I tend to have a little bit of an electric vibe to me. They always feel a little bit of the shock coming in so close. But just happy that y'all enjoy. Just want to light up your souls. Yay! Soft and electric, which feels like it kind of goes against each other, but I guess it's like one of those electric orb balls that you just put your hand on it and you feel the flow of the voltage surging through your body. I think, you know what? I know I was debating potentially streaming Lumines, but I might keep that to Sunday, which I not to... Tukes, I was going to say, Tukes, did you go to bed by now? You are still there. I think I might focus on that on Sunday, like a Pikachu. Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again! but might move that to Sunday. And, yes. Dude, share your stuff. Please, share your stuff. In fact, you know what? Let me fix something. I am... just saying that I know we were talking about... Well, let's see... Yes. But I was thinking probably, since it is getting late, going for maybe about 15 minutes, I think I do want to hold off on Lumines just because I know we've been vibing right now, and probably got to call it a night before it gets to be too late. A bouncing and rolling ball. Rollin', 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 roll high. That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it feels like I seem to get more and more dragon by the day. Almost like there's body changes or something. It's like I'm turning into the beast. Except scaly. I was thinking about something. The jokes at the end of Beauty and the Beast where, oh yes, all of a sudden, the Beast has found love. Belle has granted him a kiss. By love, he transforms into a human. She looks... Change back. Charizard isn't a dragon type. Yeah, y'all think I'm more fiery than electric? An enhanced game night. Ooh, yes, that feels like a fun one. I might do that, in fact. Thank you, Tukesel. I think I might go Flying Fire. If I remember correctly, I think so. Yo, Elia. Because that's kind of the thing, is... doesn't have to be a dragon type to be a dragon. It's funny. So, with character types, someone had once typecast me that I fell into one of two different types of characters. One, a healer. And some people also say a bard in there, so I guess 3 character types. The other they would say is a glass cannon. I'll pack a punch. But oh, is it gonna be an explosion? But I try to create an environment again. What matters to me is memories. I thrive on the memories that people create. I reap them, take them in, and hold them dear. Funny enough, like a dragon with treasures. But what I also hope for is to be able to be a part of your memories. Hopefully a chance to be saved to them. So that hopefully can stay with you wherever you go, in whatever spirit. And just watch more hopes, watch more dreams. Calm and chaotic. Yeah, that is the thing, is to go from calm and then just all of a sudden explosive gremlin mode. Be fighting steel. Yeah, that checks out. Pokemon types are interesting. I've had someone who's encouraged me to step back into the world of Pokemon. And, you know, my first thought is, I'm Team Rocket. But stepping into actual Pokemon is a thing to really catch up and see just what's happened. Because the last Pokemon that I really played significantly was Pokemon Gold, before it got an official translation. Dude, you're too kind. Stop. I feel like we need to talk a little more in DMs. Just ideas. But I won't give away too much for y'all on the stream yet. Today you learned there's only 2 fighting steel type Pokemon, so Diamond would be the 3rd, eh? Fairy type, yes, that checks out, Moch. You are, without a doubt, you fall into a fairy type. I was trying to think if there's another element. I'm gonna say fairy and dark. And Sylveon, while I'm not sure that Sylveon is necessarily a Pokemon that I have, so Miss Esme, I'd have to learn a bit more about you, particularly with any kind of artistic inspiration, style things. So it might take a little time for me to learn that. Dark, Psychic, and Ghost-type Pokemon, yep. Okay, so all falling into that field. Interesting. Wouldn't know what type you'd be. And that's kind of the hard thing, is especially when there might be certain animals, there might be certain aesthetics, and, there's a lot more types than there were in Generations 1 and 2. I know I certainly like to use a lot of psychic types. They were overpowered as heck in Pokemon Red and Blue. Stuffies like Pink and Blue, okay. Which could go in many directions. Like, I know you said Sylveon is your favorite Pokemon. And I'll even say a certain character that I sound like the voice actor of, I would say Sylveon is one of his Pokemon. Because with Sylveon being a Pokemon that is raised through love, that is something that is so central that is the evolution that sweet boy would end up with. Despite everything, how much love he has. And Eevees, I like Eevees. I tend to like base Eevee, even just in the design. Like, I didn't want to evolve my Eevee. I was like the Pokemon episode where I go, I don't want to have to be pressured to evolve my Eevee. I like my Eevee. My Eevee's happy being an Eevee. I don't want to force my Pokemon to be something.
Get the banana. Potassium.
Ow. There we go, be a Potassiummon. Chill and low vibe and chaos. So there's different things. Like I was thinking of how also you have Chansey and a Clefairy, which kind of fall into that same vibe. Where I was trying to remember what types they were, if they got something added later on, because certainly Fairy did not exist then. Ah, Jolteon, okay. Yeah, I think man, it's hard. Of the original Eeveelutions, which was my favorite if I had to choose? Because I feel like I did prefer the later ones. I wasn't all that interested in the first generation where you had Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon. I enjoy some of the Vaporeon memes that come out because just, jokes about internet degeneracy and stuff like that. Even your manager knows. Okay. Because what do I lean towards with that? It's the same even of the... It's the same of the birds from back then. I don't know which of the legendaries were my favorite. I want to say Articuno was my favorite of the legendary birds. Yeah, Articuno. I had to think about that for a second. But, Ghost, Dark, and Dragon, yep. And for me, it tends to be animal-based. So, dogs, foxes, the dragons. I don't know. I'm a basic bitch when it comes to things like that. So it's just fun to... It's fun to see these favorite styles, and, yeah, it's just fun to see that. Win for Articuno. Yeah, and I think I like the elegance. Ooh, new art. I was gonna say, was that the one I got a sneak peek of? Where is it? Where are we talking about? Ah, yes, that one. Nice. Good stuff. Tell you what, guys. I think we might be getting close to about time to call it a night. So, I know I'll send y'all off to have some more fun. But, before we decide where to go, I want to throw this out to y'all, what y'all are feeling. Are you feeling art? dinosaur, sheep, dragon, or Mario? So, gonna drop those in for y'all. Are you feeling art, dinosaur, sheep, dragon, or Mario? Or space disco? I'm deciding where y'all want to go with this. Or rather, I'm trying to find... And if you say space disco, then comment space disco. Art? Some of y'all feeling art? Okay, Diamond made that up. Art, dinosaur, sheep, dragon. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Space disco, we got a little bit of space disco. We're gonna do it for about a minute. Ignore poll, space disco. Yep, that checks out with you, Diamond. Honestly, I think you might enjoy their channel. Space disco. Oh, let's see, because I think art is still winning. But I do want to see what y'all got to say. Oop, I think it's still gonna be art. Let's bring things down. Oop, that was not right. Why didn't that work right? I think art. Well, your wish is my command, chat zone. I got someone good to send y'all to. So, for now, let's get ready to wind down and go into sleep mode. And to find some beautiful dreams that can then become bright, brilliant memories. Memories that shine like gemstones. Memories to cherish. I appreciate you all sticking around and making memories with me. And I hope that wherever you may go, I can have a place in your memories. You all are awesome, net surfers. We'll be going live again on Sunday. I don't have an exact time yet. Sunday's usually a bit of a flex day, but probably early in the afternoon. And hey, if y'all want to hang out, enjoy good vibes, come join the Discord. We got good people, we got art, we got pets. It's a good place. Let's sync our heartbeats around and around. I appreciate y'all leading me deep into your world. So, until we meet again, my friends, stay awesome. Make those hopes and dreams beautiful memories, and I will see you all soon. Peace out, my friends.